Hello everyone, this is Nirmal. Today we are going to start a new chapter, ratio, and it is the 11th chapter of your syllabus, and it is the first part. So let's start. Actually, what is ratio? Ratio is the way of the comparison of the quantities. Okay, ratio is the comparison of quantity. So we'll learn about this, that how to find the ratio, etc. First, we'll talk about the introduction, that most of the time we compare things like what x is greater than y, x is less than y, x is double of y, x is one third of y, or x by y is equal to 4 by 5, y by x is equal to 3 by 2, or x is equal to y. Means we compare the things in these manners. Now, in general, for comparing two quantities or two things in daily life, we use either subtraction method or division method. Thus, this much less than or that much less than means more than, less than, like this we compare. Okay, using the subtraction method or division method. No, like here, double, triple, like this. So, comparison by subtraction method. In this method, we come to know how much is one quantity more than or less than the other. Okay, when we compare the quantities by saying that okay, means how much less the quantity is or how much less the quantity is in the comparison of another quantity, then that comparison is known as the that method is known as subtraction method. For example, if the age of Mohit is 15 years and that of yeah Sharon is 10 years, then how many years is Mohit older than Sharon? Okay, so how many years more? Okay, means how many years is Mohit older? Means how much older Mohit is than Sharon. So here what we'll do, we will get the difference of the ages, then we'll get that 5 years. It means Mohit is 5 years older than Sharon. So here what have you done? We have done the subtraction method. In the same way, if the weight of an object is 40 kg and that of B is 60 kg, then which of these two objects is having more weight and by how much? So obviously the 40 kg and 60 kg, it is the what? It has the more weight. Object B has the more weight, but by how much? What will you do here? Here also we will subtract to compare that how much more the weight is of object B. So here we can get that the weight of B is greater than by the weight of than that of A by 60 kg minus 40 kg, it means 20 kg. So we can also say that weight of an object is 20 kg less than of the object B. So in two ways we can say either that object B has 20 kg more than object A, otherwise we can say that A has 20 kg less than that of object B. So there are many ways to compare the things. Okay, more than, less than, like this. So these things we get using the subtraction method. Now, comparison by division method. In this method we come to know how many times is one quantity of other. Here we compare that how many times is the one quantity of the other quantity. Okay, here we don't say that how much more or how much less. No, here we say that how many times is one quantity of the other. So here, for example, if the age of a boy is 7 years and that of his father is 35 years. Okay, the age of a boy is 7 years and that of his father 35 years. So we can compare like this also, that father's age by son's age is equal to 35 years by 7 years, it means 5. Okay, so here we can say that what, that father's age is 5 times that of son's age. When we compared the father's age to the son's age, then we have got 5. It means father's age is 5 times that of son's age. So in the same way, the weight of an object is 40 kg and that of B is 60 kg, then we can compare by division also, that age weight by B weight is equal to 40 by 60, then we get 2 by 3. Okay, so here what can we say, that age weight is 2 by 3 of B. Okay, when we compare like this, then we can say that age weight, the weight of A is 2 by 3 of B. Okay, here you can see that age weight is 2 by 3 times that of b. If we reverse it, okay, if we reverse it, b is weight, the weight of b by weight of a, then 60 by 40, then we get 3 by 2. Then here we get that b's weight, okay, b's weight is equal to what? This is b's weight is 3 by 2 times that of age is. No. So like this we can compare the things by the division method, that how many times is the one thing than that of other. So the method of the comparing two quantities, numbers, things, etc. by dividing one quantity by another quantity is called ratio. Actually when we compare using this division method, no, actually this is the ratio. Okay, this is the ratio. Comparison of the quantities by the division method, or when we compare the things in the time, that how many times is the one thing of another. So this type of comparison is known as the ratio. Okay, so here we can say that x by y is equal to 2 by 3, then represent the ratio of it, represent the ratio of x and y. When we write x by y is equal to 2 by 3, here the comparison is done using the division method. Actually this is the ratio, so it is showing the ratio of x and y. This is the ratio of x and y. And if here y by x is written, then it is the ratio of y to x. Okay, x y y means x to y. If y by x, then y to x. Okay, so this ratio must always be expressed in the simplest form. So whenever we find the ratio like the comparison we do, then we should simplify to the simplest form. Like here 40 by 60 we had got in the beginning here, and it has been simplified to 2 by 3. It is the simplest form of 2 by 3. It is the simplest form of 2, okay, of 40 by 60. It is the simplest form of 40 by 60. So this is the ratio. So ratio should always be expressed in the simplest form, that is both of the terms must not have any common prime factor other than 1. Okay, means whatever the what is simplest form? Actually simplest form is that form in which numerator and denominator should have only one factor, that is 1. Okay, if more than one factor is there, then they will not be simplest form. Suppose that I am going to write 4 and 4 by 6, then it is not the simplest form. Why? Because both have more than one factor. 4 has the factors 1, 2 and 4, and 6 has the factors what? 1, 2, 3 and 6. So here we can see that 1 is the factor, 1 is the factor, 2 is the factor, 2 is the factor. It means two common factors are there. So this is not the simplest form, this is the simplest form. So I have that you understood that when the fraction has, when in the fraction numerator and denominator has only one common factor, that is 1, then the fraction is known as the simplest fraction or the simplest ratio. So ratio must always be expressed in the simplest form. Okay, it means that both of the terms must not have any common factor other than 1. Ratio is ordered expression, that is ratio between x and y is x by y and not y by x. So it is ordered. When we say that the ratio between x and y, then it should be x by y. Okay, not y by x. Okay, if we say that ratio between y by x, then it will be correct. So it is ordered. When we say that ratio between x and y, then x by y will be there. If y by y and x, then y by x. So the relation of two quantities, both of the same kind, okay, in the same unit, obtained on dividing one quantity by other quantity is called their ratio. So whenever we get the ratio, if we find the ratio, then both the quantities should be of the same kind. Whenever we find the ratio, so both the quantities should be of same kind and the units should also be same. We will learn through the example. Then we divide one quantity by another, and then we get the thing whatever, that is called ratio. The ratio of two quantities x and y, both of the same kind in the same unit, x y y is okay. X y y is the ratio of x and y. Often written x is to y. Okay, x to y. So it is written, ratio is written x to y. Got it? It is the ratio of x and y. If the ratio of y to x will be, then y to x. So I hope that you understood. Now, meaning of the two quantities of the same kind. What is the meaning of the two quantities and in the same unit? Both the quantities must be of the same kind means If one quantity is length and other quantity, then other quantity must be also be the length only. If one quantity is length, then another quantity should also be length when we are going to compare two quantities. If one quantity represents mass and the other quantity also represent must also be representing mass, and so on. It should not be there that we are going to compare the quantity two quantities and one is length and one is mass. No, then we can't compare. We compare the two quantities of the same kind, and it is the length, it is the mass, both are not of the same kind. So when we compare the quantities, then both the quantities should be of the same kind. The ratio between unlike quantities has no meaning. When we are going to find the ratio of unlike quantities which are not same, which are not of the same kind, then they have means it has no meaning, that is meaningless. For example, ratio of length to mass has no meaning. If we are going to compare length to mass, then that has no meaning. We can't compare the mass with the length, both are of the different quantities. Okay, different kind of quantity. Now both the quantities must be in the same unit. Okay, so if the both are in the same unit, okay, after that what one more thing should be followed, that both the quantities which are of the same kind, both the quantities should be in the same unit, should be in the same unit. Suppose that we are going to compare the length and length. Okay, two lengths are there, so both the lengths should be in the same quantity. It means if one is in centimeter, then another should also be centimeter. If one is kilometer, then another should also be in kilometer. Means then only we can find the ratio. So quantities and means quantities of should be of the same kind, and second one, that units should be same. If units are different, then we will convert the unit to make it same. Suppose that one is given in meter, one is centimeter, both are of the length only, so quantities are of the same kind but units are different, so we will make it same. We can convert meter into centimeter, and we know that how to convert, so we'll make it same, and then we find the ratio. So both the quantities mean the same unit. I have already explained this. Now examples. Suppose that ratio of 5 kg to 15 kg you have to find out. So what will be 5 kg by 15 kg? It means 1 by 3, it means 1 is to 3. Okay, this is the ratio we will write like this always, 1 to 3. Okay, 1 is to 3. Now ratio of 800 gram to 1.2 kg. Here you see both are of the same quantity. Okay, means this is representing mass, this is representing mass, but the units are different. Here it is in gram, but here it is in kg. So what will you do when we are going to find the ratio? We will convert, okay, the kg into gram. Then this will also be in gram, this will also be in gram. Then we will find the ratio. Otherwise, if you want to convert this one into kilogram, then you can convert, but make it same. Otherwise both should be kg or both should be gram. So here we have just converted kg into gram simply. Okay, so 800 gram by 1200 gram, 1.2 kg, it means 1200 gram. Then we find the ratio, then 2 by 3, it means 2 is to 3. Got it? Here how to convert, that we already know. So the ratio of two numbers or quantities is denoted by a column marks. Okay, it is the this means ratio represented by like this. Suppose that we are representing, suppose that we are going to represent the ratio like this, 2 is to 3. Okay, 2 and 2 dots like this. Okay, 2 dots we put, no, like this. Actually these 2 dots are the column marks, it is known as column. Okay, these 2 dots here you can see here. Okay, here. So ratio of two quantities p and q will be p is to q like this, and this is the column marks. Now the ratio of two quantities of the same kind in the same unit be obtained on dividing one quantity by another, that already we know. So here it has found the quantities. Okay, so the first term of a ratio is called the antecedent. Okay, and second term is known as what? Consequent. First term, if suppose that it is written 1 is to 4, then 1 is the first term and 4 is the second term. Okay, so first term is known as what? Antecedent, this, it means here in the ratio 1:4, 1 is antecedent and 4 is consequent. Got it? So we have understood that what are the what names of the first term and the second term. So first term is known as antecedent and second one consequent. So here it has written already that in the ratio 1:4, and what antecedent is 1 and consequent is 4. Now the value of ratio remains unchanged. If antecedent and consequent both are multiplied by the same non-zero number, when we multiply both the terms, okay, both the terms antecedent and consequent by the same number, suppose that 1:4 is there, okay, if we will multiply this by 2 and this also by 2, then whatever ratio we get, it has the same value as it has. Okay, so value does not change if we multiply both the terms by the same number. So value does not change in that case. A ratio must always be expressed in the lowest terms. That already we have learned that ratio must always be expressed in the simplest form or lowest form. Whatever be the unit of the terms of a ratio, the ratio has no unit. Actually the terms in the beginning has the units kg or meter or kilometer, anything, but the whatever ratio we get, that is unitless, that has no unit. So ratio is unitless quantity. Okay, ratio has no unit. Now the ratio of 15 kilometer and 20 kilometer is 3:4. So 3:4, it is unitless, it has no ratio, it has no unit. Here the two quantities 15 kilometer and 20 kilometer have unit kilometer. Okay, but their ratio is this much. Okay, its ratio is 3:4, which has no unit. On dividing units, it cancels out each other. Suppose that this is the ratio, okay, 20 kg by 80 kg, then kg is cancelled out. Suppose that 20 kg by 80 kg, when we divide to get the ratio, then kg is cancelled out. That's why no unit is there of ratio, because the units are cancelled out in the when we find the ratio, when we divide one quantity by another one. Now we have understood that on dividing units cancel out. Now the terms of a ratio are written in the definite order. Okay, like a ratio of 5 kg and 8 kg is equal to what, 5 kg by 8 kg into 5 by 8, it means 5 by is to 8. But the ratio of 8 kg and 5 kg is 8:5. So we must be careful about the order of the quantities. Okay, so 5:8 and 8:5, both are not same, both are not equal, so we'll have to be careful about this. Now few examples are there. So few examples are there already, we have learned, we have seen many examples in this. So these examples you will do, for you will pause the video, you will write the question and you will try to find out the ratio yourself. Okay, then you will match the answer. Got it? So it is very simple, you can find the ratio. Now converting into a simple ratio, suppose that any ratio will be given and that is not the simple ratio, that is complex ratio, then how to simplify that? Okay, so suppose that one example is given that express as the simple ratio, and this is the ratio 3.5 is to 2 whole 1/3. Okay, so what will you do? That divide the first term of the ratio, divide the first term of the ratio by its second term and then simplify. What will you do? We will divide the first term by the second term and then we will simplify it. So let's understand through the example. Suppose that the ratio is this. If we will convert into the improper fraction, then 3 to the 6 7/2, and then it will be 7/3. So 7/2 7/3 we have got here. So what will we do to simplify it? We will just multiply the first term by the second term. First term by the second term. So 7/2 into 3/7. Simply we will multiply. Understand? I repeat that when like this will be there, 7/2 is to 7/3. Okay. 7/2 is to 7/2 is to 7/3, then we will just multiply the first term by the reciprocal of the second term. Okay, we will 1 minute. Yeah. So here we have got 7 by 2 is to 7 by 3. So what will you do to simplify it? We will divide the first term. We will divide the first term by the second term. It means 7 by 2 by 7 by 3. So what will you get? 7 by 2 into, it will be converted inverted, so 3 by 7. Now if we will see, then it will be cancelled out. At last we will get 3 by 2. So this is the simplest ratio. So we have understood that it has been divided. It means we have got this. If we will divide this, okay. So I repeat that whenever you will have to simplify, then we will divide. This rule you understand: divide the first rule of the ratio by the second term. Divide the first term by the second term, then we will get the ratio, simplest ratio. Otherwise that alternative way is also there, that multiply each of the term by the LCM of the consequents and then simplify. What will you do? And suppose that two ratios are there, means 7 by 2 is to 7 by 3. This is the ratio, this is the ratio, and we have to simplify. Then what will you do? These are the consequent, its consequent is this and its consequent is this. So what will you do? We will just multiply both the terms by the LCM of the consequents. If we will get the LCM of the consequent, it means 2 and 3, then we will get 6. So we will multiply this term by 6 and this term by 6, then we will get the simplified form. So here you can see that here it has been multiplied by 6 and it has been multiplied by 6. 7 by 2 has been multiplied by 6 and 7 by 3 has been multiplied by 6. Why? Because 6 is the LCM of its consequences. Okay, consequence. Now, so we have got on simplifying, we have got 21 is to 14. Again, if we will simplify it, then 3 by 2, it means 3 is to 2. So we have got two ways to simplify the ratio. Now ratio A B A is to B is to C means the ratio of three quantities. Okay, three quantities A B C, all of the same kind. Here also all the quantities should be of the same kind and with the same unit. Okay, are said to be in the ratio A is to B is to C if the quantities can taken as A K, bk and ck respectively, where k is a positive integer. Let's through we'll understand through the example. So for the ratio a to b is to c, first quantity is a is to k, okay, second quantity is b is to k, and third quantity is c is to k. K is any positive quantity, positive number. So we'll learn through the example. Suppose the example is there: a to b is to 3, c is equal to 3 is to 5 is to 4, and k is given that k is equal to 7. Okay, then we can find the first term. A is equal to what will be? Is equal to what? 3 into k. B is equal to what? 5 is to k, like this. So like this we have got that a is equal to 3k. It means why? Because here it was 3. No, for b 5 into k, for c 4 into k. So like this a, b and c we can get. So in the ages now here you can see that in the same way, if the ages in the years of Geeta, Harry and John are in the ratio 6 6 is to, sorry, 6 is to 8 is to 7 and k is equal to 2, then it will ask that to find the ages of Geeta, Harry and John. What will you do? Geeta's age will be 6 into what? 6 is to k. Okay, it means 6k, it means 6 into 2, k is 2, so 12 years. Now Harry's age, then second number Harry's, then second number will take 8 into k, it means 8 into 2, 16. Okay, now John age, what will be? John is at the third place, so 7 is to k, it means 7k, it means 7 into 2, it means 14 years. I hope that you understood, all of you. Now how to simplify the ratio of three quantities? It is also very simple. Suppose that this is the what? It is not the simple. Okay, so we will have to simplify this. Okay, simplify means what the simplest form is, the each and every term should be the whole number. Okay, each and every term should be the whole number. Got it? So here it is fraction, so we have to simplify it. So how to simplify? Very simple. It is that we'll get the LCM of the consequence. At first we will find the LCM of the consequence, means denominators. Okay, so here we have got 3, 2 and 5. If we will find the LCM, then we get 30. LCM is 30. and when we get the LCM of the denominators, then after that we'll multiply each and every term by the LCM. Okay, so here 2 by 3 will be multiplied by 30, 1 by 2 will be multiplied by 30, 4 by 5 will be multiplied by 30, and after solving we will get 20 is to 15 is to 24. So this is the simplest form. So like this we can find out, or we can simplify the ratio. How? I repeat that we will get the LCM of the denominators or consequents, and after that by that LCM we will multiply each and every term, and after solving we will get the simplified ratio. So example 4, one example is there, that if the ratio between this and this is 5:7, the ratio between x plus 3 and 2x minus 3 is 5:7, then we have to find x. Very simple, just write in the form of ratio or in the form of fraction. So ratio of this and this is given, so at first we will write this x plus 3 by 2x minus 3. Okay, so ratio is equal to what? 5:7. It means it can also be written as the fraction. Ratio can be written as the fraction. So the ratio of this and this is equal to 5:7. It means 5 by 7. After that we will do the cross multiplication. We know that how to do. In the previous class we have understood, we have learned. So we will multiply, then 7 is to x plus 3 is equal to 5 is to 2x minus 3. So after that we will solve 7x plus 21, 7 is 21, and 5 is 10x, and minus 5 is 15. Okay, we'll shift the what terms, means like terms on the same side. So it has x, it means these are the what variable terms. We'll just make it on the same side, and this side. Okay, so now we have got that 21 plus 15, 15 has been shifted this side, minus 15, then it became plus 15, and 7x has been shifted this side, so plus was there, so this side it has become minus, negative. So 21 plus 15 is equal to 10x minus 7x. So what have we got? That 36 is equal to 3x. 36 is equal to 3x. So after dividing, when we have to find the value of x, what will we get? 36 by 3. 36 by 3. So 12 will be the answer. What will be the answer? 12. If we'll divide, so we have got the answer. So like this we can find if this type of question will come. So you can take the example from your side also, and you practice. So here also we'll do the same. X is to y is given, and 2x is to y it is asking. So x is to y is equal to this, then x by y is equal to 3 by 5. Simply we can write it as the fraction also. It means 5x by 3y is equal to this. So x is equal to this is given. So if we have to find this, then simply in place of x we will put the value of x. Okay, so here 2x by 3y, 2x by 3y is equal to what will be? 2x by 3y. You can see here. Okay, simply it has been done. So how to divide it? It has been multiplied. Okay, you will try once, you will understand. Got it? It is very simple. So examples you will practice, because everything no need to explain by the teacher. You try, otherwise in the next video I will mention it. Okay, so now it is the time for the homework. So you will do the exercise 11a, all of you, 11a. So all of you, bye, have a nice day.